Yeah, I can hear you. All right.
Okay,
You want
are
to do
we
the
live now?
intro? Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, we live. Okay,
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah.
Bam! We is live. We is live. Welcome to the Mr. Slave Show, where, as always, we don't know what the topic of the show is going to be about. Uh, so, with that being said, I'll hand the mic over to the main star of the show. Take it away, Mr. Slave.
Thank you. Wait, what's your
I'm
name
passing the
today?
ball to
J
you.
Rock? Today your name is J Rock? Where you're frozen? What happened?
Isn't that what it's always?
Where your audio is cutting in and out. Wait, count? Do a count, like
Can
count to 10. Can you
one,
count to
two, three,
10?
four, five, six, seven, eight, nine.
Yeah,
Can you
your
hear
audio
that?
is coming your audio is coming in and out. It's not the end of the world. Anyway,
Oh,
how are you? How are you,
I'm doing
Monsieur
good.
G? You doing good? That's good. I'm gonna
Yeah, yeah. Do you see that
move.
square on my face or not?
Yeah, I see this guy. So you got a camera that tracks you.
Yeah.
So if you, but I mean, but does it swivel? Does the camera actually swivel so it follows you around in the house?
Oh,
Can
I
you
did
hear
not
me?
get that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me,
Okay.
Morpheus?
So can we start the show? Can I ask?
Wait,
All
your
right. Can I
audio
ask
is.
you? Like,
Yeah,
can we
you can
continue
ask
our
me anything, but
conversation from
yeah,
the?
what? Oh my God, your audio is. You're roboting. You know what it means, roboting? It's like, remember when Neo went
Yeah.
out of the Matrix, when he left the Matrix, so his voice like was modified, like whoa. It's like it started playing like a guitar. Oh, anyway. All right, so you wanted to ask me something? What do you want to ask?
Yeah. I
Ask
wanted to
away,
ask
Mister.
you.
Oh, I know why your audio is terrible.
Okay,
You need
you're
a headset. No, no, listen. You need a headset. You have to have a headset
okay.
because
Okay. I'll try that. I'll try that. All right. Hold on.
okay, while J Rock is getting a headset, I, on the other hand, will look for debate partners. Oh, Taryn. There's no hope of debating Taryn on anything. He's hopeless. Civilized debate, chat, Medican coping. There's no debate there, but it's a good live stream. It was a good discussion yesterday. No one on Storm Cloud on the level. Usually there's people on the level, but they don't want to talk to me. They hate me. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Can anyone hear me?
Mate, be quiet, Stu.
You, be quiet. No one wants to debate me.
Debate you? I don't think so.
So no one wants to debate me.
I don't think so.
All right. Oh, why not? I thought you guys are into debates, no? All right. Have a great day. Bye bye.
See you soon.
See you.
Very
Hello.
funny.
Hi. Sorry to
Hello.
interrupt. Sorry to interrupt.
Here.
Is anyone looking for a debate? I'm looking to debate. Anyone?
Yes, yes, yes. I am.
That's terrific. Do you want to debate here or somewhere else?
That we'll do it here. We'll do it here.
We'll do it here. That's fantastic. So this is Faith Talks. So let me
Yeah.
see. So the way the server is set up is it's impossible to text chat in the in the voice chat. I don't know why they did that. So let me
Fine.
find.
You can do your best to like explain what you're trying to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but first I just want to paste my debate debate proposition. So there's a link I just posted. I don't know if you open links. It's a link to a Google site, and it's my link. It's my website. I'm not gonna harvest your IP or anything. So do you click on links
Wait, hang on. What have you sent it on?
on the text chat of Faith Talks, right? Because we're in Faith Talk. We're in Faith Talks. So there is a text chat for Faith Talks. You know, if you scroll down. So I posted a proposition, a link to my propositions page. Tell me if you see it.
Yeah. I've clicked on the link.
So, is there any topic you see there that you like, that you find interesting, that you disagree with? Like any proposition you disagree with on that over there?
Wait, can I just ask what religion do you follow?
Religion?
Yeah.
I don't follow a religion. I'm an amoral egoist. So
What does that mean?
I I don't follow a religion, but that is I guess my moral code. I believe in amoral egoism.
But
It's
do you believe that there is a God?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think it's unknowable. I think it's unknowable. I think a God is unknowable. It depends on I mean, it depends on the definition if it's unknowable. But you know, the ultimate God, like the hypothesis that a God created the universe, that's like unknowable because you can easily infinite regress it. So if
Well,
you
it's not. You can't really because it's not as if just like say for example, nothing happened and then boom, just atoms just happened and expanded the universe. That's what you're pretty much saying.
No, no, no. I don't know how everything began, and I don't think I can know. I don't think we can know how everything began. That's why the God proposition is futile. The God
So
hypothesis, go ahead.
oh no, you finish. You finish.
The God hypothesis is futile. I mean, the God hypothesis is supposed to explain how the universe came to exist, but it just kicks the can down the road. Now you need to explain how God exists. So it doesn't help. The God hypothesis does not explain the phenomenon that it came to explain. So it's a bad explanation. That's the problem with the God hypothesis. So it doesn't matter like what I believe. I mean, it I cannot relate to the logic of the creation. The creation is something I cannot fathom. The beginning of everything is something I cannot understand. And I think it will forever be out of our reach, which indicates to me that we're trapped here, that this has the hallmark of a simulation. This has the hallmark of a zoo. The fact that we cannot reason about the beginning of the universe is evidence to me that this universe is artificial. That's an indication. I'm not, I'm not concluding. I'm just saying that's bizarre. The fact that I cannot reason about the beginning of the universe, that to me is weird. That's an indication that something is off. This is not this does not seem to be natural. I mean, there's plenty of evidence why I would say the universe is not natural. But that's one, I would say maybe the biggest piece of evidence that the universe is not natural, is artificial, that I don't know. Anyway, what do you think?
Okay, so my my question to you is how do you think that the how do you think you got
How do I think I got what? You
how do you think you got to the position you are? Like
I said
how do you think
I said I
how do
don't
you
yeah, I said I don't know, and I said I as far as I know, as far as I think, it's an unknowable. We cannot understand the beginning of everything. It's something that I cannot fathom. I cannot fathom what was before the universe, like a nothing, like the multiverse, like before everything, there was nothing. I cannot fathom that. What does that mean? And then suddenly a universe or a multiverse came into existence, or even a god came into existence. I don't know what that means. I cannot relate to it. By the way, you're breathing into the mic, just so that you know. So I can hear you breathing. So maybe you want to move the mic away from your nose and mouth.
I don't know about mic, it's just like like
You don't have a mic?
no,
Oh,
it's
so
just
it's
Bluetooth.
wind? So it's windy? You're outside?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
got it. So that's the problem. So when you ask me what my religion is, I don't have a religion. Or maybe that's my religion. I guess that's my religion. It's like,
So you're pretty much an atheist.
Are you a blood or a crip?
so you're saying, am I an atheist? No, I'm not an atheist. No, I'm not an atheist.
Is you Bracken?
The way you like described what you were saying kind of makes you seem as an atheist because you
Uh,
don't
more like an
because
agnostic. More agnostic. I'm saying that it appears to be that we are in a zoo. This universe seems to be like a zoo universe, or uh an artificial universe, or a laboratory made universe, or a
Prison
simulation.
planet. Prison planet. Prison planet.
Prison universe. It looks like a prison multiverse. It looks like a prison reality. It looks like this reality is a
Yeah,
prison.
but it's only a prison because you're being enslaved by people who own you
No, no,
because they
no,
have the
no.
money.
No, no, no.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
We're
yeah,
not
yeah,
having,
yeah.
that's not the discussion we're having.
what makes you think that this is a multiverse or a prison, as you said?
Because I cannot fathom the beginning of everything. And why should I not be able to fathom the beginning of everything?
Okay, have you read any religious text?
Like what? I mean, why do you
Bible,
ask? I don't want to dox myself, so and I don't want to get into details about what I've done with my life.
but so you haven't. So you haven't read
I don't
any
want to.
religious.
I cannot answer that. I mean, if you want to have a discussion about any ideas from any religious texts, we can have the discussion about the ideas. But I don't want to discuss myself and what I've done or haven't done, what I read or haven't read. You can assume I never read anything. I pretty much never read anything. I never listen to anything. I'm like, I try to be pure. I try to only think and meditate. I never listen to anything, basically. I don't like inputs. I like discussing things with people like you. I don't like reading books. I don't like reading texts. I don't like listening to anyone saying anything about anything, because it discolors my perception of reality. It contaminates my analysis. I want my analysis to be as objective as possible. So I don't want to hear anything from anyone. So you can assume I read nothing, which is pretty accurate. But
Right.
you can bring up any ideas. We can discuss any ideas.
um,
Do you want to discuss it? So you said you want to discuss some religious ideas.
well, I'm trying to like think of
Okay.
what.
It's kind of a dead end. I mean, my religion is, as you would call it, it's a dead end for all religions. So all the religions that hypothesize God, I just say it's a bad hypothesis. I mean, the God hypothesis comes to answer the question how everything came into being, but it doesn't answer that question. So it's a futile hypothesis. It doesn't help. The hypothesis comes to answer a question, but the hypothesis doesn't answer the question. It's not that there's better explanations. It it this hypothesis, the God hypothesis, doesn't move us forward. It it's an infinite regression. If you say, yeah, God created the universe, fantastic. So who created God? Oh, there you go. And then this goes that you can have right another God, or maybe he's from another universe. Or so this is it.
Well, no, but
No, when you're talking about the one God, it means he's the uncreated God
Yeah, but how
by
do you?
definition.
But what do you mean by the how do you? This is a
It's
scientific.
like it's like a category that's already entailed with the
No, no,
defin with the
no,
one God. Yeah.
no, no. I'm saying no. I'm not saying no to what you're saying. I'm saying
Okay.
no. I'm saying no. Like I, I don't understand it. I mean, I'm looking like the God hypothesis is a scientific hypothesis. Everything I consider is either scientific or unscientific. If it's unscientific, then obviously it's false or not interesting or not practical, and I have nothing to say about it. And if it's scientific, then I can consider it. So the God hypothesis is a scientific hypothesis, and it comes to explain how the universe came into being, but it doesn't. It just kicks the can down the road. It just the same question then is posed. All right, so where did God come from? And you're saying no, God by definition. So you might as well have said by definition the universe always existed. That's fine too. I mean, but that doesn't answer the question where did it come from. So you're saying no, it never came from anything. So it always existed. I cannot relate to that. So I cannot relate to the universe or God have always have existed, and I cannot relate to a universe or God having started at a single point in time. Either way, I cannot fathom the beginning. That's the problem.
There's a lot of history that you also take on without knowing fully, and even these so-called scientific theories or you know so-called facts, etc., you would take on without actually being able to demonstrate them. uh Basically, in a way, the whole world is an illusion. You actually only live for a limited time. Yeah, you're not gonna know everything, and you gotta place your stance somewhere, mate.
I don't understand. You're saying, okay, I agree. I mean, I don't know how you know that I will not understand everything. I can tell.
Because even within creation, how are you gonna know something that is outside of creation? To
I
to
as
the
I
pure, like, when I mean no, it's
Yes. So
100%. Yeah,
yes,
go.
yeah. So I don't know. So I can all I can say is for now I agree. I don't know everything. I cannot predict the future and tell you that 2 minutes from now something is going to happen and I will become aware of everything, right? That could happen. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Maybe I will discover somehow the ultimate knowledge of everything, and who knows? I don't know. It could be. So I don't know if forever I will not know everything, but I can attest to the fact that for right now, of course, I don't know I don't even know what you look like in real life. I don't even know if you're a real person or a like a chat GPT person. I don't know. So yeah, I agree we don't know, but moreover, I claim we cannot know. As far as I know myself and my ability to think, I cannot fathom the beginning of everything. So for me, it's an unknowable for now, at least for now. It's unknowable. I don't even have a hypothesis how everything came into existence. Like, if you ask me what you look like, I could have a hypothesis what you look like. I could put together what you look like down to the last subatomic particle, pretty much. Given enough time, I can reconstruct you, but I cannot, right? But at least I can have a hypothesis, but I cannot have a hypothesis how the universe came into existence. I can't. I mean, I've tried and tried. No good. I'm stuck. So at this point, I have to say that that's weird. First of all, it looks like it's unknowable, and it looks like it will forever be unknowable, forever for all humanity and for all aliens, for that matter, in all the multiverses that I can dream of, in according to physics. So, and that to me is kind of weird. The fact that the these trillions and trillions of universes, all living beings and artificial intelligences, after trillions of years, will still not know how everything came into existence. It's unknowable. That's, to me, is bizarre. And that's an indication to me that this multiverse is artificial and we're trapped. Someone trapped us. Someone is trapping us. Someone is,
Look,
yes.
majority of the religious people will tell you that majority, like the whole world is like an illusion.
Yeah.
It traps it enslaves you to stupid stuffs all the time.
No, I wouldn't agree with that. I wouldn't agree with that. That has nothing to do. I'm not judging the universe or stuff as stupid or not stupid. But whatever religious people say, that doesn't mean anything. I need an argument. So I just argued logically to why I feel this universe is a zoo. This multiverse is a zoo. It's like maybe we're inside a laboratory. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe inside a computer simulation. Maybe I'm just in a computer simulation. That would be the simplest. The simplest solution is that I am the only person in this universe and
Wait,
I'm just a simulation. This universe, I'm just living a simulation.
you'll be dead soon. Don't worry about it. There's been 110 billion people that have lived and died.
I don't know that. That could just be an
Okay, well,
artifact.
whatever.
What?
Okay, whatever.
Right. So any knowledge of this universe is just between my perceived ears. I don't know anything about this universe or any reality. I don't know. So I don't know if you exist, if the sun
Well,
exists, if
I'm
the
the only true solipsist, so you're just arguing with yourself.
excuse me?
I said, well, I'm the only true solipsist, so I'm actually arguing with myself.
Your audio is completely shite. Could you please maybe speak slower and louder? Please, can you repeat what you said? I guess not. Anyway, does anybody want to continue the discussion? So it's a dead end. I mean, this discussion is a dead end. But this is the truth.
Is that better?
Wait, did somebody say something?
Is my mic better now? Or is
No, I can barely hear you. You're like 1/10 of my volume, like if not less than that. Like I can barely tell that you're saying something. Nothing. It's incredible in the 21st century, people still have audio issues. Pretty amazing. Oh,
Try disconnecting and coming back.
who, me?
Krebs.
Oh, okay. Anyway, does anybody want to say something? Because do you understand why it's a dead end? Do you understand why? And this is the truth. So anyone who says anything different than what I said is lying. Which
No,
is
because yeah, you're not taking it anything by that level by faith. You are trying to overanalyze it to the point where you think you're the only existence.
no. Wow. Whoever has the wind on their mic, maybe you can mute yourself. No. What I'm saying is the absolute truth, as far as I can tell. Anyone who says different is lying. Anyone who says they have faith, that's just another word for lying. To tell me that you have faith, that's to tell me that you're lying.
But majority of things that you would take as history and whatnot would be all taken down to faith as well.
Yes, if there is evidence, but there's evidence. So yeah,
but there's evidence on both sides, which in a way you put faith over one set of evidences over another to come to your own conclusion.
Yes.
So that has no so-called absolute truth that you're talking about.
Yes, I agree completely. However, when I read a history book, so there is evidence. I've gone to historical sites, I've seen archaeological digs, I've been to museums. There is plenty of substantive evidence to give me
But another skeptic on the other side
yes, I
could
agree.
come up with thousands of other
Yes,
evidences
I completely
which could show that is all, and then but you would still have hold on, you would still have to put your position on one side or another through faith if you're not going to talk about absolute truth.
No, there's no absolute.
No.
Why are you making fun of me?
Are you saying you're not gonna? So in history, you don't believe anything. You cannot take it. You cannot say this is how it is.
Right, correct. That's exactly how I live my life. I'm always skeptical. I'm never convinced. I'm always open-minded. I'm never completely convinced of anything. Wow, you gotta mute yourself. Someone is making so much noise. I'm old enough at this point to have to realize that everything that I read in history books is at least incomplete, many times completely wrong. So, but fine, but still, in general, you read a history book, it's more or less, it's okay. I mean, so I have at any point you could say I have faith that in general history professors and historians are not cheating too much, they're not lying too much. I know they are lying because a lot of them are leftists, so they come from a certain angle, they want to. It's fine. No one is objective. Go ahead.
but where is the absolute truth? You know,
No.
you that I understand all of this skepticism, but I'm just pointing out that you put faith on a lot of things that you believe
Yes.
in life, right?
Yes. Yes.
Nearly everything, because
Yes.
the so-called absolute truth, there's enough, you know, there's always evidences on the other side.
Yes. Yes. There's I don't have access to the absolute truth. I agree with
So
that.
so the believer would represent the, you know, God is the absolute truth, and
That's
they will put faith. Yeah. But I'm just telling you another element to this.
that's
Would put
I consider
yeah,
that lying. If you tell me that you absolutely believe in God, I would say you are absolutely lying because as I explained, I mean, we haven't even discussed that. I mean, if you have evidence, I don't even know what God is. I mean, you believe.
yeah. Look. You know the way your thinking is. I think is very hard for you to unlock and know God. If I'm completely honest with you,
That's ad
is because
hominem.
you're.
That's ad hominem. You have to make the case. You cannot talk
No,
about
no, no.
me.
The reason is your brain works like in a very analytical way.
Okay, okay. Stop.
Very
Stop.
analytical way.
Stop. Okay, but stop the ad hominem. Just stop the meta discussion. Just have a discussion. Make your case. I'm claiming anyone who says that he, she, they have absolute faith in the existence of God, I would say that's a lie. You don't know anything about God more than I know about God. And I don't know if there is a God. So if you claim that you have faith that there is a God, you believe 100% that there is a God, well, then I know 100% that you're lying.
I think in a way the essence of God is unknowable. But
Then
the
how?
way that we
What?
get to know God is through the so-called attributes.
I don't know what that means. Look, I mean, you have to define God. So, as I said before, if you define God as the theoretical explanation to how everything came into being, well, that does not explain how everything came into being because you just now stepped into.
Yeah, because I understand. Look. In a way, I refer it to the one God. I attribute everything. So the whole world started because of him.
But how did he
But
start?
hold on. How it played out, how he allowed his
No, I don't care. How did
the
he start? How did he get to be? I don't care what
oh
happened after.
that's the thing. You're asking who created the uncreated God, and I
No,
think that's just
I didn't say who created the uncreated God. I said who
yeah.
created the God that you're referring to. How did he come into being? Now, if you say no, he did not come into being, he always existed, then fine, I could use the same argument for the universe and I don't need God. And I still don't understand how everything came into being. The God hypothesis doesn't help. It does not answer the question it comes to answer. It's
Right, can I say something?
yes.
Oh, so you wanted to wait? I can literally define God with 3 words. 3 words.
Go ahead.
Omni, omniscient, and the other word.
I don't have a problem. Omniscient, omnipotent, whatever you want. How did he come into existence? You that's the question I have.
God cannot create himself if he is the all power.
Fine. Then that's fine. Then you're saying he always existed. I could have said then the universe always existed and I don't need God. What benefit is the God? It's like an extra step to nothing. You just added complexity. You're violating the scientific method of Occam's razor. You're just complicating the universe, and there's no benefit.
Yeah, but religion is a way of life.
Then it's a lie. A white lie is a type of a lie, which is what I said. I said if you claim that you believe in God, then you're lying. That's my claim. That's my proposition.
How can you deny faith when you haven't read any religious scriptures or
That's
texts?
ad hominem. Just answer. Stop with the ad hominem. Come on. I just made a point. I just said if you claim you believe in God, then I claim you're lying. You don't believe in God. You're just saying you believe in God.
Then we could make the case that whatever you believe as true, like not absolute truth, like you're talking about, but everything that a person believes, anything is based on putting faith in one set of evidences and making your sort of putting faith in one type of conclusion over another. I could say you're doing the same thing and you don't know nothing either.
But I don't have absolute faith. I just, as you said, I just have a balance of evidence. For now, the evidence is that there is no intelligence in this universe. I don't see any evidence of a God in this universe. There is evidence that this universe is artificial. It looks like someone created this universe, but that's not God because
Why is it not God?
I mean, because God has to be the explanation to how everything came about. So how did he come about? It's just
Yeah, but this is like I told you, you only have limited. This is like a test. This is a trial. Right? You come into this world, you hardly know anything. You take faith-based, all of these decisions and the history that you end up believing, everything, all through your perspective, right?
Mhm.
But then there are some people who are all over the place with a whole different perspectives, because about the conditioning that goes through your human life, all the conditioning that you take on to
Sure.
create your own perspectives. Yeah,
Sure. Mhm.
but all of them, so many people end up believing this whole one God thing.
They say they do.
It's
I don't care. That's ad populum. I don't care that everyone, that a trillion people say they believe in God. I don't care. I can prove mathematically they're
yeah,
lying.
and then I get you. You could say the so-called experts all believe one thing, and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
I understand what you mean. But then no one is actually getting anywhere because it's
No.
all for no, hold
No.
on, it's all for it's all limited. It's all limited. You live to, let's say, 60, 70, or whatever it is, and all of this stuff you're gonna go, and after that you will know 100% the whole truth.
You don't know that.
And yeah, but this is the people who talk about the one God.
They're
They
lying.
say
They're lying. They don't know this. They have no evidence. This is a lie. Stop lying.
yeah,
Religious people, religious
that is faith. That is a
no, no,
full
it's a
on
lie. You can call
faith-based
it no.
conviction. It's a faith-based conviction.
No, it's a lie. Being
It's a
religious,
faith.
no, it's a lie. Being being a believer in God is being a liar. Nothing else. You want to be a truth seeker, you be like me. You think I'm wrong, convince me I'm wrong. If you think different than me and you don't convince me I'm wrong, you're lying, as far as I'm concerned. Either convince me I'm wrong or agree with me or you're lying. So all the religious people that claim they believe in God, as far as I'm concerned, they're liars. They're not
Wait,
truth
can I-
seekers.
Could I? Sorry, I just hopped in, but if I could pop in, I believe that I don't live in the Matrix. I might live in the Matrix, but I believe I don't. Would you call me a liar because I believe I don't live in the Matrix? I don't have any evidence that I do or don't either way.
So what do you base the not believing on?
Well, I can't. I don't have evidence that I do
Then you're
exist in the
lying.
Matrix,
Then you're
or I
lying.
don't.
Then
Okay,
you're lying.
what I'm right. I don't have evidence either way, but I have believe that I don't exist in the Matrix, right? Like I can believe that, and I'm not lying. I do believe that.
No, you might. Look, I agree that it looks like reality. I agree with you about that. I mean, this looks like reality. I agree. It does not look like a simulation. Does not look like a matrix. Does not look like does not look artificial, but when you dig in, things don't work. Things are weird. When you start digging, things become weird. I agree with you that on its surface, yeah, it looks real. It looks like a very real dream. It looks like very real. You sound very real. Everything looks real, but
Oh, okay.
Un-
Well,
until there's some sort of veil that has come off your eyes
I
that
don't.
you started believing otherwise.
Right, it's not a veil. It's like, but it doesn't matter. Look, I mean, I agree with you that but it's not a conviction. I cannot be 100% sure I'm not in the matrix.
What is your 100%
No, I
conviction
don't.
in your life?
I cannot. I don't have any 100% conviction. I never
There's
do.
got to be one. There's one
No.
thing that happens to every human being that has ever lived,
You
no
could say
matter.
no. You could say that.
Hold on. Do you know what that is?
Yeah. I'm gonna answer. So you could say that the fact that I have an experience of anything that.
No. I'm not even going to make that claim.
Okay, so what?
The only thing you can be like you have full 100% conviction is that you're gonna die.
not
That
even
is
that.
it.
No, you don't know that.
No. Hold on.
That's not true.
The no.
Hold on. No. When I
hold on,
say
wait.
die, you.
I don't
Go
know
on.
that. I don't know that.
Philosophically speaking, there is something that you can 100% know. It's that you exist because you are here to experience qualia, right? Like I am experiencing something, ergo I must exist. Maybe I'm in the matrix. Maybe I'm a brain in a jar. There's many, many possibilities, but I know that I am around to
Yes.
experience qualia. I know
Yeah.
that for a fact. I can be 100% certain of that.
Yeah, you don't have to call it qualia. Just this just complicates the discussion. The fact that you think that's like axiomatic. That's Descartes. The fact that I think that's axiomatically there, therefore I exist. It's like an axiom. It's fine.
Actually,
fine.
I think it's a pre axiological.
Fine. It's okay. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind. Yeah, it's fine. You could call that 100%, I guess.
But I can. But okay, so I know that, but I can have faith that I don't live in the matrix, right? It's not that I 100% know it above everything else, but
how's that different?
I believe.
How is that different than saying I conclude after scientific investigation, according to the evidence, that we're probably not in the matrix, right? That's what you mean by faith?
Well,
Like a scientific faith?
What you just brought up was empiricism and epistemology, and I think that that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the conversation, right? Like I have sensory input, and I do the best that I can with my sensory input.
Right.
So I've reached certain beliefs. Like I'm pretty sure I don't live in the matrix. Do I know that for certain 100%? No, I can't. But I have faith that I don't live in the matrix. I kind of have to. In the same way that like.
What do you mean? Wait. What do you mean you kind of have to? Why do you have to?
Well, it would be very difficult to continue about my life if I thought that this was like GTA, right? I would behave very differently.
How would you behave differently?
I would probably steal more cars.
Why? In this universe, it's not GTA.
Fun.
In this universe, they put you in jail if you steal more cars.
Yeah, but
even if it's a simulation, you have no reason to behave any different than you behave even if it's not a simulation. So that's a non sequitur. So that's not, and anyway, a reason not to believe does not induce a belief. There's no such thing. Belief is something you do with or without wanting, by definition.
Do you believe the gravity exists?
That's like you going now into general relativity. I mean, we could have an endless discussion about it. That's not a good idea. Let's just go with, do I believe 1 + 1 = 2?
So, no. It's a good question, bro. Because I could just easily say like invisible goblins are pulling everyone down.
That's basically Newton's. That's Newton's theory. that's Newton's revelation that there is magic. Newton came up with gravity as an explanation. He just said that's magic. That things are action at a distance. He didn't think about the curvature of space-time. That's Einstein. Anyway, so I mean, it looks like.
But do you believe the gravity exists though?
I believe that, I mean, in this universe, assuming this universe is quote unquote real, or in this experiential thing we call reality, yeah, sure, I feel like I'm being dragged down towards the center of the earth. Yes.
Yeah, 100%. I also have beliefs in things. You believe in gravity. I
Wait,
believe this.
that's not a belief. That's a feeling. What do you mean
Okay. I
belief?
mean, whatever word you want to put
Oh,
towards
okay,
it.
fine. Yeah, it's
You
fine.
you fundamentally have to you have to make assumptions about this world in
I don't
order
have to
to
make
live within it.
assumptions. I can
You
just say that's my
you kind of do.
experience. Okay, fine. I can make an assumption that that there is gravity and gravity will persist, and I don't. It's not an assumption. It's for now. Like if tomorrow morning gravity would somehow turn off, and I would discover that no, I was actually on a spaceship. It was accelerating, and they turned off the engines, and I'm floating. I got to be prepared for that. So I'm not 100% convinced. On Earth experiencing gravity, but for now, it suffices that I can assume that. But I have to be
Yeah.
open-minded that it could be wrong.
I mean, this could be a dream, and actually, maybe I'm
Yes.
the one that's dreaming, and maybe you're just a figment of
Yes.
my imagination. I mean,
Yes.
that's possible, but I tend to believe that you are an actual person that exists out there that I'm having a conversation with.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes. I agree. But it's yes. Yes, I agree. That's how I live my life. I mean, I could be in the Matrix. I don't know. It could be artificial universe. I don't know. The indications are this universe is bizarre. It looks artificial. It looks like we're trapped here by someone. I don't know who that is. By definition.
So
Yeah. So just to, I've thought the same way as you, and I also come to a conclusion. There is no true reality except God, and all of this sort of stuff.
I don't know what
So
that means. I don't know what that
basically,
means.
okay, that's fair enough, bro. But I'm just telling you how everything you believe that there is gravity, etc., etc., etc. I still have skeptic like that. Disinformation can change from 200 years from now. All of this sort of stuff. So there is no true reality except God, and that's the way
I
my
don't know.
mentality
I
is.
don't
I
know.
attribute everything. I attribute everything
How do you define
to
God?
this being.
How do you define God?
Yeah, that is.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I can't be bothered to go through all of that.
Oh,
It's a bit long.
okay. So you
But
just
it is like the
you
mainstream one God system.
wait a minute. Are you refusing to answer the question, or are you going to answer the question? I'm just asking for a definition. You're saying this one fundamental truth, God, and I'm saying define. And you're saying nope. So that's the end of that. So fine. I mean, so you don't want to debate. I guess you're stepping out of the debate. That's
No,
fine.
I'm just involved in this discussion. But like I said, it's like pretty much the same one God of the major three religions, etc.
I'm not
I
discussing
I
religions. I'm discussing
I
science. I'm discussing the.
I
You go ahead.
I would like to. Okay, so I believe in God, but I don't believe in the Abrahamic God. The Christian, the Jewish, and the Islamic God. I don't believe in those. I believe in a God, though, definitely, and I think that it is
What's your
something.
evidence? Okay, what's your definition of a god? Let's start from the definition. What's your definition of a god?
Something. It's the thing that created man, and it's something that is way, way, way more powerful and more intelligent than man.
Did you say
Excellent.
something?
Wait, where did it come from in your
But
theory? Where did it come from?
bro,
Okay.
believe it or not, whatever your definition was, it's the same God. If you also
Well,
believe it's the
Wait, hold
one
on.
God,
Wait,
the
wait.
only
Hold.
God, it's the
Okay,
same God.
okay. By your definition of God, where did it God come from, or did it always exist, or whatever?
yeah. Okay. So, if you want me to explain my perspective on God, 100%. So I think that there's multiple gods, and they kind of exist in a hierarchy.
Where did they come from?
So, well, I think that they came from actually the whatever laws govern the universe.
So who created the
Uh,
laws that govern the universe?
That's that's outside. That's above my
So-
pay grade.
So that's fine. I mean, I can believe in that too. That's like me saying someone created the simulation and we're inside it.
So
and who created
let
that
me-
guy? Well, whatever. It's an infinite regress. That
I
doesn't.
don't. I don't think that it's necessarily possible for us to know, and so that's actually kind of.
I agree.
Then it ends up being a pointless question.
agree.
But
I
we can
agree.
we
No,
can
it's not
point to
pointless. No, it's not
we
pointless.
can point to. Okay, but it's unanswerable. So,
But that's the truth. No. This is the
that's
truth.
fine. That's fine. I'm not disagreeing with you.
No,
But let me
people
just
that- no,
let me
but-
just put forward what my belief is. So, I think that we exist on Earth, right?
Yes.
DNA has been existing on Earth for the last 4 billion years,
Yes.
as far as we can estimate.
Yes.
Now that DNA is actually a much more intelligent structure than most people give it credit for. They
I
think
don't
it's just
care.
it's
Why are we discussing
it's-
DNA? Who cares about
Well,
DNA?
because that is actually the God that we exist under, right?
What?
Yes.
DNA is just a molecule. It's just a bunch of
I-
atoms put together. Who
Hold
cares?
on. He's telling you his definition of his God. Hold on.
Yeah.
Then I don't
So,
understand. I'm not tracking. I
you
have no
can-
idea what you're talking about. If that's
You can
that-
disagree. You can disagree with me. That's totally fine. But
No,
if,
but we know how it started in the Big Bang.
okay, let me
go-
let me just explain. Okay, so not all gods have to be omniscient and omnipotent, right? So, like for instance, the Greek and the Roman gods weren't. So I think that let's call it nature god or the god of DNA. This is a very intelligent object, right? DNA
No.
exists.
It's
Hold
a
on.
complete, it's a
Hold
shit
on,
show.
hold on.
Bro, hold on. You have to wait and let him finish with his definition of God. Then you can speak all you want and cancel him or whatever.
So from my perspective, DNA is a very intelligent object. It has persisted on Earth for 4 billion years when, basically nothing else has. And what it does is it differentiates infinitely. You have the DNA in the squid, and you have the DNA in a human, and the DNA in like a giraffe, and DNA in plants. And what they're doing is what DNA is doing is that it's maximizing its potential to continue to exist on Earth. So it explores as many possible states of existence as it can here on Earth, and the ones that survive, well, that's what makes DNA continue to
Okay, this is
exist.
completely irrelevant. Where are you going with this?
Well, okay, so that's the God that I think exists here on
That's
Earth.
not
But
a
there
god.
are
I agree with
It
everything.
is.
I agree with everything you
But-
said. There's nothing to
Okay,
do with God.
but
Wait, how
there-
are you different from someone who don't believe in God? How are you different?
The God hypothesis comes to explain where the universe came from. You said nothing about the creation of the universe.
Okay, so above that nature God, I believe there's Darwin God. This appears to be something that exists in the universe, period, right? If we were to find aliens on some other planet in another galaxy, they might have three. Hold on. They might have 3 eyes. They might look really weird. They might. Who knows what they would look like or what they would act like? But we can be extremely confident that they would actually evolve via Darwinian selection, right? So
Who cares?
there-
Why do we care?
so there appears to be that sort of God that exists in the fabric
That's
of the
not
universe,
a god.
non-physical.
That's just
okay,
the fabric. The fabric of this universe is such that.
So-
but who created
so-
the fabric of the universe?
so
Who created
now-
the universe?
So now that we've established there can be a hierarchy of gods, right?
That's not, that's not a hierarchy of gods.
What I would, if I were, there is, because Darwin God directly led to nature
That's
God.
not
in
the
my
definition.
formulation.
No one uses that definition
Okay.
of God. You just
Well,
you're
these are
talking about
gods because no, what you're talking about is Abrahamic gods. I'm saying that
No, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about religions. I'm talking about the God hypothesis. It's a
You're saying the
scientific-
God,
It's a
the
scientific.
God that created the universe.
It's a scientific hypothesis. Maybe the universe came into existence via a god. I'm saying that hypothesis is no good because then it's a hypothesis that tries to
Okay,
explain.
so what if, and just follow me on this. I'm not saying this is correct, but just what if universes that create black holes create more universes, right? What if black holes lead to more universes? It's not known whether that is
Who
the case or it's not
cares?
the case.
Where
But
did
just listen
everything-
to me for a second.
How is this
So,
relevant? Are you going
Just hold on. Just yes. So let's say that black holes produce new universes. In that case, universes that tend to have more black holes in them will produce more universes. Ergo, actually, Darwinism itself is the generator of new
But
universes.
how did everything? Okay, look again. The God.
That's how. Maybe that's how our universe was made. Actually,
Fine,
Darwin
I
God
don't
made it.
disagree. I don't disagree with anything you said. This has nothing to do with the God hypothesis.
But I just explained how our universe was
I
made.
agree with everything you said.
Then great, you believe in my God. Fantastic.
It's not a God. It's a list of propositions that I completely agree with. Nothing to do with the God hypothesis, with the God
But it-
proposition. The God
But it could be
proposition.
the creator of our universe, could it not?
No, you didn't say anything about the
Hey.
beginning of everything. You said zero about the beginning of everything. Zero. You didn't mention it.
I can't answer why there's something instead of nothing.
Fantastic. That's my point. Anyone who says they have the answer is necessarily lying. All religions are lies, necessarily. Anyone who says they believe in a God or whatever, they're lying. If they mean
Okay,
the God hypothesis that created everything.
let me ask
No.
you a question. Have you ever shot a gun?
I don't want to dox myself.
Oh, you're not doxing yourself by saying if you shot a gun or not.
Every
but
information I give can dox myself, so ignore it. Let's assume I didn't. Who cares?
Okay, well, I can tell that you have a European accent, so you've already doxed yourself.
Yeah.
The point though is that there's this saying: treat all guns as though they're loaded. Right now, that's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie because actually a lot of guns aren't.
It's
loaded.
not a lie.
However,
it's not a descriptive.
no, it
it's
is.
a normative. So a normative cannot be a lie.
Fine, but there is just pretend all guns are loaded is actually a useful thing to do because you don't want to shoot your eye out, right?
Yes.
So you treat them as though they are loaded because that is useful.
Yes.
And so there is the truth statement: is this gun loaded or not? And then there's this other truth statement where it's like, well, it's useful to say that the gun is.
I agree
yes.
completely.
So that is actually, from my perspective, that's the same thing with most religions, right? When it comes to, let's say, Catholics,
Then
I don't.
Fine. You just.
I don't.
You're
I
saying,
don't believe in.
All you're saying is that you agree with me. I agree with you. I just call it a lie. I just say it as it is. All religions are lying.
But it's not. But it's not a
but-
lie because it's useful, and Catholics have more kids than atheists. When it comes to playing the evolutionary game, actually, Catholicism is more useful and it's more true.
That's fine. I agree. That's fine. That's
So the thing that's more true is a lie.
No, it's still a lie.
But hold on. The bottom line comes in that everything you believe is a lie, even if you don't attribute it to God.
What do you mean? Everything I believe is a lie. I try to believe nothing if I believe it's a lie. I mean, I try to avoid believing in lies, and religions don't avoid believing in lies. Religions actually promote believing in lies, especially in the
You've
lies.
also said you also said that you believe in gravity.
This guy also says he believes he's the only one that exists.
I
It's
don't
like,
say I
cares what
believe.
you
I
say,
said that's a completely legitimate hypothesis.
I
Whatever.
believe in gravity so strong that I would never jump off a building because I know that would kill me.
Yeah, me too. I'm the
Right.
same.
So, I mean, okay. So we know for a fact that our formulations of gravity are a lie, right? Like we know that Einsteinian mechanics contradicts quantum mechanics.
I don't know
and
that.
No,
Actually,
it is.
no,
I mean,
it's not. We can debate.
that-
We can debate that. No, that's not true. But
Okay.
fine, whatever.
I mean, I can fairly confidently say that the quantum mechanics and general relativity do not interact very well, and that's why people have been trying to come up with a solution for quantum
yeah, that's
gravity for the
incorrect.
past, like,
I
80
can
years.
debate. That's incorrect. Even Einstein.
Okay, well,
even Einstein was
we
wrong
can-
about that. But we can debate that separately.
okay,
Fine.
we
whatever.
we can debate that on the side, but I think that you could probably admit that we haven't come up with a grand unified theory. Like whatever our
Yes, correct.
theories
There's no
are
grand
about
unified.
physics.
I agree. Yes.
Yes. So they are not correct. We know for a fact that they're not correct, right?
We don't
They
know that.
are
We don't
they
know
are
that.
in fact a
It
lie.
could be
Yes.
that we have reached the fundamental nature of the fabric of space time, and that's it. It could be that there's nothing to dig beyond. It could be. We don't know.
Okay, well,
I
the
don't
fact
care.
that
This
we-
has nothing to do with this discussion.
Okay, well, no, it does, because the fact that we have had to postulate dark matter in order to
Who cares? Why is this relevant?
it's relevant because what I'm trying to say is that even within physics, we know that the theories are incorrect because galaxies spin too fast, and there must be something that's holding them together and allowing them to spin that fast.
I'm not sure.
And
of that,
gravity
but
alone
fine.
is not allowed. Gravity alone is not enough
Fine.
to prove that, which is why you have to
What's your
introduce dark
point?
matter,
Let's
which
fine.
we don't have any evidence of.
Fine.
Physics
let's
is not
agree.
perfect.
What's your point?
Physics is not perfect. So
Fine. Let's agree. What's your
even
point?
even when it comes to gravity, our formulation, with our best physicists, our formulation
What's
of
your
gravity
point?
is a lie, and yet I
It's
still
not a
believe that gravity
lie.
exists, and I don't jump off the
It's
building.
not a
It is-
lie. No.
It is a lie.
No.
It is not a correct
No.
definition.
It's the best.
of-
It's the best
of how
explanation.
gravity-
Look, it's the best
Yes,
explanation. Wait,
it's
let me
the
talk.
Best explanation.
Wait, let me speak.
But
Hey,
okay, go
hey,
ahead.
come on. So look, it's the best explanation we have. If you have a better one, you're welcome to present it. Does it explain everything?
We could use the term "it's a lie."
Well, no.
So if it was,
No, a lie is stating a falsehood, knowing it's a falsehood with intent to profit. It's not just stating a falsehood. You also need intent to profit. It's not a lie by any
Oh.
stretch.
Then that's physics, because actually, if you're a physicist and you've been doing string theory for the past 40 years, and you've profited a lot off of that and built a career off of that, even though it's
Yes,
probably
it
a
could
lie,
be-
then
yeah, that
okay,
could
then
be-
that's a
could be-
lie.
That could be true. Yeah, I could.
Okay.
I've heard people say this, claim this. Yes, sure.
Okay,
I could
so
agree with
then-
that. So, fine. I mean, people lie.
So then physics is also lying to you.
Fine. Physicists, some physicists could be liars. Yes. Does that say that religious people are allowed to lie? No, don't lie. Stop saying you believe in God. Stop saying it. Stop lying. The fact that you're as bad
Yeah,
as
yeah.
physicists who claim to cling to string theory just for profit, that's a terrible thing that you're like them. Don't be like them. Be better.
Okay, but why is it that belief is the same thing as lying?
It's not.
It's
This
not
guy's
belief.
He's wacky.
You're lying when you say you believe. You have no evidence to believe in a God. So stop
Bullshit.
lying.
you got
There's people that have plenty of evidence, dude. They
Then
don't have
fine.
evidence
People who
that's
actually,
sufficient
if
to
you no, if you have evidence that there is a God, that if you really are convinced, that's fine. But those are usually
then it's not a lie, right? It's not
I mean,
a
if
lie.
you really believe it, but usually when you have a discussion with people, they stop the discussion at one point and they say, no, that's just faith. Oh, then you're lying. If you cannot debate God from first principles, then you're lying. If you have to stop a debate at one point and leave the debate or whatever, you lose the debate, but you still hold on to the proposition. That's called lying.
What are these first principles?
Whatever, wherever you want to start from that we can agree on.
Okay, what can we agree on?
We can agree that we are experiencing we are experiencing something. I am experiencing something. You can agree that, right? I don't care if you agree with me that I'm experiencing something, but that's something I can agree with myself.
Do you know that I'm experiencing anything?
No, I don't know, because you might be like an AI. Who knows?
I could be. You're right. So basically, you're saying that the only principle that we can actually ever agree on is that I am experiencing something in my perception, and you're experiencing something in your perception, but we might live in a solipsistic
right.
world.
If you want absolute truth. If you want not absolute truth, you can say whatever you want. I don't care. I'm not even listening.
You can't. Right, but the issue with that is that you can't build anything off of that. Right?
Fine, but that's the truth. That's called being a truth
That's your
seeker.
truth.
I say, dude, you don't even know if you think you might be the only thing that exists, yet you're going to tell us you know truth. Shut up.
Well, okay.
You don't even know about my existence.
Right. That's called being truthful. I'm being truthful.
I can give you I can give you, I think, a superior truth, right?
I have to go soon.
Okay, that's totally fine. Here, just listen to this proposition. Let's say that you engage in solipsism, and the only thing that you can be certain of is that you exist. Blah blah blah. Let's say that I take some axioms and I say, okay, I'm going to use these axioms. I'm going to construct mathematics. I'm going to construct science, and then I'm going to invent an invention based off of those axioms. And I'm going to assume that reality exists. I'm going to assume that there are other people in the world. And if I do that, maybe I can make an invention, right? I don't know. I'll make the pocket pussy or something. I can then sell that. I can make money, and then I can then use those resources to have more kids. and then now I'm outbreeding you. Now I have more kids. I have like 10
Where are
kids. You
you
have 0 kids.
going? Where are you going with this? Why would I
Well,
care about this?
because ultimately, right? If I have more kids than you do, then I win, and whatever I was doing was more truthful.
What? This has nothing to do
Yes.
with truth. You can murder me, and
It
this
does,
has nothing to do
because
with truth.
you have to exist in this environment. It's a competitive environment.
But nothing to do with truth.
Well,
You can
then
mur-
you can go to
I
then
can't-
you can go to then you can go to the grave with your solipsism, but no one will care.
I don't care if nobody cares. I just care for the
Okay.
truth. I'm here to just discover the truth. I don't care if anyone ever knows. Whether I discover, didn't discover, I don't care what you know. I don't care.
But no, you do because you said everyone's claiming lies, but you can't even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a truth seeker. I want to know whether you're telling a lie or not. That's the truth. The truth is you're telling a lie. I just want to admit it to myself. I just want to, let it be known. That's my experience. That's my truth. My truth is that all people who believe in God are just liars.
Yeah, but my truth matters more than your truth. So
I don't know
who
what
cares?
that means. Your truth. Look. Convince
Yeah,
me
yeah,
I'm wrong.
you don't. Yeah.
They're liars. Come on, bro.
Look, you got to convince me I'm wrong, or
What's the
submit.
argument that you're right?
I gotta go though.
Oh, okay. All right. Bye.
All right, guys. Thank you for the conversation. It was very enjoyable and illuminating. Have a great day. Bye.
Peace out, bro.
Peace
Yeah,
out.
bye.
All right.
All right. Oh,
What
you
did
did
think?
you did the voice. You did the voice. All right.
So I was thinking where I heard this voice besides my ex from many, many years ago. So you remember in Avengers on the first episode when they met Thanos. Anyway, so Thanos had his number one guy that looks like a dead mummy, like a magician, like with the fingers, and he remember that guy when Iron Man, the wizard, what's the wizard's name?
Doctor Strange. Yeah.
And the Hulk, what's the guy's name from the Hulk? Who's the Hulk? What's his name? The Hulk is who's the Hulk?
Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner. So Dr. Bruce Banner, Iron Man. What's Iron Man's real life name?
Tony Stark.
Tony Stark. Okay, so Tony Stark. Remember, they were walking down the street, and then they met this dead-looking guy, and the giant next to him carrying the huge axe. Remember?
Oh.
I'm gonna let me look it up 1 second.
Okay.
YouTube. So so this is Stark, Strange, Banner, Infinity War. Stark, Strange, but Banner doesn't show up. We need Banner. Come on. Banner. What's wrong with my keyboard? I can't write Banner. Let me see if we can get this scene. Yeah, this scene. Let me. This scene.
I'm sorry, Earth is closed today. You better pack it up and get here.
Stonekeeper, does this chattering animal speak for you?
Certainly not. I speak for myself. You're trespassing in this city and on this planet. Come on,
Oh, they're skipping. They're not. It's not all the audio. They're skipping through the audio, so that's not good.
Is it that guy with the axe that made that noise?
Yeah, that's how he speaks. He's like when the other guy says Thanos, he says I think he repeats Thanos in his voice. So he's got a beautiful voice.
So that's maybe where you got
let
it
me,
from.
maybe. Let me try this one.
I'm sorry, Earth is closed today. You better pack it up and get.
1 second. I think this one is also skipping.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Earth
they're
is
skipping. It's like it's like maybe they got taken down because you're not allowed to actually have all the audio.
Yeah, copyright.
Yeah, copyright probably. So we can't hear the guy. That would be really sad. That's a sad day for the universe. We can't hear
You have
him.
Disney Plus.
Avengers.
Yeah.
Oh, all the funny
We're all
moments.
gonna die.
No,
Let me.
no, I don't want
What are you
funny.
doing?
Maybe this. This is an amazing scene. I mean, this movie, The Avengers, was really good. This
Yeah.
is really a good movie. This is really incredible. So realistic.
Hey, you might want to put that time stone in your back pocket, Doc. You might want to use it.
Incredible. Wow. Okay, I might have to skip because I don't care right now for Spider-Man.
With you. South of 43rd Street, notify first responders.
This is so amazing, so realistic. Wait, did he just wait? Whoa, check it out.
Hear me and rejoice. You are about to die at the hands of the children of Thanos. Be thankful.
That's it. That's all I wanted to hear. You're about to die at the hands of the children of Thanos, and then the guy says, "Thanos."
Yeah.
Let's hear it again. It's
Yeah,
totally,
let's do it.
it's worth it. It's completely worth it.
You are about to die at the hands of the children of Thanos. Be thankful.
That's where you got it from.
basically, yeah. He's amazing. He's like one of my favorite persons ever. He's amazing. I don't know
Do
his
you-
name. Does he have a name?
I don't think so. And
And you know, actually, what he's holding, it looks like like an arrow, like a bow. It looks like a bow, but he uses like an axe. But
Yeah.
it looks like also a bow. Now that I'm looking at it, it's so intricate. And look at how muscular he is. Like, imagine having to face something like that. Jesus Christ. Anyway,
yeah.
wait. Let's see him fighting Iron Man.
Thankful
Okay.
that your meaningless lives are now contributing
I'm
to
sorry,
the balance.
Earth is closed.
Oh, Tony Stark is so amazing. He doesn't even let him speak. He's like, "I'm sorry,
No.
Earth is closed today."
Closed today. You better pack it up and get out of here.
Wow, I mean, he's so powerful, Tony Stark.
Stonekeeper, does this chattering animal speak for you?
Certainly not. I speak for myself. I've been trespassing in this city and on this planet.
It means get lost, Squidward.
He exhausts me.
I don't even know what he said. He exhausts me. Wait, let's hear it again.
It means get lost, Squidward.
He exhausts me. Bring me the stone.
Jesus Christ. He hits the ground and just makes a hole in the ground.
No, not really, but when do I ever get what I want?
That's right. Been a while. Good to have you, buddy.
I need to concentrate there for a second. Where's your guy?
Where's your guy?
I don't know. We should have been having a thing.
There's no time for a thing.
I know.
That's the thing right there. Let's go.
That's the thing. Let's go.
That's a thing.
And they're looking at each other.
Dude, you're embarrassing me in front of the
I'm
wizards.
sorry. I can't or he won't.
It's all right.
Like, I don't.
Hey, stand down. Keep an eye on
Stand
him.
down.
Thank you.
Keep an eye on him. Oh my god. This is one of the most incredible scenes in ever. Jesus Christ.
Boom.
Oh.
Sends him flying.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I should do movie reviews. I love it so much. Like that
Yeah,
that was a good movie.
You should too.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, anyways, I want to recap what happened. So, I came in when the guy you were debating was comparing DNA like to being God, something like that. That was funny.
Yeah, I mean he's misusing the term God. Like DNA is a god. Like that doesn't make any sense. I mean he just wants there to be a God. No, but he said no because people lie. I don't know where he was going with that. So I mean, yeah, people want to believe in God, so they end up lying to themselves. They end up being liars. See, they start off as religious, these holy people, better than thou. And in order to be better than thou, they need to believe in something that is beyond this world. So they end up believing in a lie because the only thing that is beyond this world is a lie. Basically, by definition. If it's out of this world, then it's a lie. So they end up promoting this lie and believing this lie and living their lives in lie. They're just liars living in lies. That's all that religions are, which is incredible. Like you would never think that the people who are supposed to be so religious and so holy are just liars. That's all they are. That's all they've ever been, all they're going to ever be, which is remarkable. We did
That
not
guy kept going in circles.
Yeah, they can't. They keep going in circles because there's no way to escape the truth that they're just lying, and they try to do everything they can, but they're just trying to lie and hide their lies. And they get upset at you and they make fun of you because how dare you tell them that they're liars when they know they're liars. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta go back to work. Tonight, I'm not going to be able to stream, so I guess I'll see you tomorrow, either tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. I don't know yet.
Okay, trying to see what else to close out. Yesterday, I said I wanted to follow up on like demons and possessions.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Sometimes there are reports, maybe they could be fake, but there are videos of people on YouTube being possessed, and also there was a case of a lot of people, like an entire school got possessed, like in a foreign country, third world country.
It's not, but you cannot look. It looks like they're possessed, but they're just acting. It actually has a scientific name. It's called mass hysteria.
Oh.
When a lot of people start behaving in a certain way and they all fake the same thing, it's called mass hysteria. You could say that COVID was just mass hysteria. Global warming is mass hysteria. The belief in God, you could classify it as a mass hysteria. I mean, we have evidence of mass hysteria. Let's do mass hysteria. There is, there's, healthline.com. I don't care. But on Wikipedia, we have an entry. Let's go to Wikipedia. So it's called mass psychogenic illness. Mass hysteria redirects here. Let me just show where I'm reading from. So mass hysteria redirects here for the band. See mass hysteria. Oh, there's a band called Mass Hysteria. Oh, I cannot use the arrow. Like I'm trying to. Okay, let's do this. So mass psychogenic illness (MPI), also called mass sociogenic illness, mass psychogenic disorder, epidemic hysteria, or mass hysteria, involves the spread of illness symptoms through a population where there is no infectious agent responsible for contagion. Contagion. It is the rapid spread of illness signs and symptoms affecting members of a cohesive group, originating from a nervous system disturbance involving excitation, loss, or alteration of function, whereby physical complaints that are exhibited unconsciously have no corresponding organic causes. MPI is distinct from other types of collective delusions by involving physical symptoms. It is not well understood and its causes are uncertain. Qualities of MPI outbreaks often include symptoms that have no plausible organic basis, symptoms that are transient and benign, symptoms with rapid onset and recovery, occurrence in a segregated group, the presence of extraordinary anxiety, symptoms that are spread via sight, sound, or oral communication, a spread that moves down the age scale, beginning with older or higher status people, a preponderance look at that. A preponderance of female participants. If you have many women involved, yeah, that's an indication that it's psychological. British psychiatrist Simon Wesley distinguishes between two forms of MPI. Mass anxiety hysteria consists of wait, I can hear you eating. I think you're eating like something scrumptious. Mass anxiety and hysteria consist of episodes of acute anxiety occurring mainly in school children. Prior attention is absent, and the rapid spread is by visual contact. Mass motor hysteria consists of abnormal. Anyway, so you have this picture over here. It's really interesting. So this is an ancient picture. Mass hysteria, epidemic hysteria. Okay,
Can you make it bigger? Can you click on that picture?
I don't want to. It's not the picture that's important. It's what it says here. So
Oh.
this is dance. This is the dancing plague. It's a separate entry, probably in Wikipedia. The dancing plague of the Middle Ages are thought to have been caused by mass hysteria. So if we go to the dancing plague, so the dancing mania. So the dancing mania, also known as dancing plague, choreomania, St. John's dance, tarantism, and St. Vitus dance, was a social phenomenon that occurred primarily in mainland Europe between the 14th and 17th centuries. It involves groups of people dancing erratically, sometimes thousands at a time. The mania affected adults. Wow, you're making a lot of noise. The mania affected adults and children who danced until they collapsed from exhaustion and injuries. One of the first major outbreaks was in Aachen. I don't know what is Aachen. In the Holy Roman Empire in modern day Germany in 1374, and it quickly spread throughout Europe. One particularly notable outbreak occurred in Strasbourg in 1518 in Alsace, also in the Holy Roman Empire, now France. Affecting thousands of people across several centuries, dancing mania was not an isolated event and was well documented in contemporary reports. It was nevertheless poorly understood, and remedies were based on guesswork. Often, musicians accompany dancers due to a belief that music would treat the mania, but this tactic sometimes backfired by encouraging more to join in. There is no consensus among modern day scholars as to the cause of dancing mania. The several theories proposed range from religious cults being behind the possessions to people dancing to relieve themselves of stress and put the poverty of the period out of their minds. It is speculated to have been a mass psychogenic illness in which physical symptoms with no known physical cause are observed to affect a group of people as a form of social influence. So I would say that COVID and maybe global warming before that are two mass psychogenic illnesses that are caused by the internet. See, the internet made the world into one global village. So these events that were few and far between throughout all the centuries, once we had the internet, and this was actually there's actually papers in the beginning of COVID. I started looking into it. It looked to me like COVID is just a mass hysteria. So I started reading on mass hysteria, and I saw that people predicted at the onset of the internet. People said, "Wait a minute, the internet is going to turn the world into one global village." So so secluded events of mass hysteria are now going to take over the entire planet. And this is we so there's papers predicting something like COVID, things like COVID and global warming. Anyway, so so that's the simplest explanation. I mean, that's just how humans are. Humans are, that's how humans are. Humans. That's it. It's not more complicated than that. Do you understand?
Okay,
Ye-
yeah, yeah. Listen to all that. Okay, so all these mass demon possessions are just mass hysteria.
Yeah, probably. That's the simplest explanation.
Oh.
Because otherwise, you have to come up with new laws of physics to explain demons and and ghosts, and that's so you have to modify the entire scientific stack from the ground up. That's I mean, you know, I mean, that's a lot of work. So until you do that,
Uh,
for now, assuming normal physics and normal science, we don't have demons. We cannot explain demons, but we can explain what looks like demonic possessions as just mass hysteria. So
all
that is the simplest explanation, and that is the scientific explanation.
all right, so maybe that also explains what happens to people when they go to Vegas, and in Vegas there's a haunted museum called Zach Bagans Haunted Museum. Like it has nothing but haunted artifacts, cursed objects.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. It's nothing.
Um,
There's no that it contradicts fundamental physics. So there's nothing we can do with it. As long as it contradicts physics, you have to just dispose of whatever beliefs you have. I mean, unless you can rebuild physics from the grounds up to support demons and magic and whatever, you have to you have to whatever whatever theory you have about magic and demons and ghosts, it has to be built on fundamental physics, on the four fundamental forces: gravity, magnetism, the electromagnetic force, and the weak and the strong force. That's it. You can only work with four forces, as far as I know, more or less. So we have a good solid consensus of physics. So you have to build whatever theory you have about ghosts, demons, and magic and whatever. It has to work within known physics. If it doesn't, then it's unscientific. Then it's not true. You need to find the scientific explanation to any phenomenon, to any natural phenomenon. And that means you have to work within the known laws of science, the known laws of physics and chemistry and biology. And within those laws that we know, there's no room for magic. Sorry.
um, all right, so by the sound of it, so you're not afraid of anything like you could go into the dark woods by yourself at night and you wouldn't be scared of something coming at you.
You could be scared of bears.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's actual animals to be afraid of.
There's
That's
bears. There's maybe a mass murderer hiding in the woods.
Mhm.
Of course, it's scary. There could be even illnesses like diseases. You can contract even poison ivy. I mean, yeah, I mean I hate nature. I personally would dispose of all of nature on this planet. I think nature is an abomination. I hate nature.
But don't what even just trees? The trees supposedly give us oxygen.
No, they don't. Trees
Oh,
don't give us oxygen. Trees give us wood. They don't give us oxygen. Most of the oxygen comes from the oceans, from the algae in the ocean. Trees are good for wood. Maybe also for sound suppression, so that it's more quiet. Maybe for shades. I mean, there's many benefits to trees, but like a forest is a disgusting abomination. Why would you have a forest? You should build a skyscraper instead of a forest. You should have like a big mall and a nice highway or an airport. I like what humans create more than anything else in the universe. Nature is disgusting. Nature is poop. I mean, when you think of nature, just think of poop. Poop is nature. Poop is natural. Do you like poop? No. So there you go. Right, you wouldn't live in the outdoors. No one lives outdoors, basically. That should be an indication to you that it's an abomination. No one likes the outdoors. Everybody likes saying they like the outdoors, but no one lives in the outdoors. Everyone has a home with a roof, and they
what?
kill animals constantly. You're always killing animals because animals are always trying to take over your living space. Anyway, I gotta go, man. Gotta go.
Man, I every time I ask you a question, it leads to one thing and then to another and to another. Oh man, I always end up making you go longer than expected.
I know, it's terrible. All
Oh
right,
man.
man. You can have the closing remarks, and then we'll shut down the stream.
All right. To everybody watching or whoever watches in the future.
You don't want to do the video? You did the video in the intro. You don't want to do the video in the outro?
You said I was sounding like a robot.
Oh, because you didn't have a headset on. Because what happens when you don't have a headset, so the speaker, as you speak, if you speak while I speak, so your echo cancellation cancels your mic. So that's part of the problem. So you should always have a headset on your head so that the echo can because echo cancellation has its limits. And when if I speak while you speak, what do you want echo cancellation to do? It's going to suppress you. That's the default. So that's why it's good to have a headset on always and
I'm gonna
forever.
show you. Yeah, so I wouldn't know where to plug my headset, whether on my laptop or on the camera.
Okay, it's not important. All right, do the outro. I'm listening.
All right, to whoever's watching or whoever watches in the future, thank you so much for tuning in to the Mr. Slave show. Don't forget to hit the likes and the subs and stay and turn on notifications because sometimes Mr. Slave does surprise shows at a moment's notice and you don't want to miss out.
I agree. Last night I was actually listening to last night's show. After I finished last night's show, I was listening to it. It was about the banking crisis, and it was really interesting. It was really an interesting discussion. And the fact is that the guys ran away at the end of the discussion. Right towards the end of the stream, they just ran away. Like when I brought up the point that there was no reason to shut down the Silicon Valley Bank, and they saw that that they don't have a response to that, and that basically it was shut down by the government agents who were overzealous to shut down banks for no reason. They knew that they were in deep waters, and they had a problem, because these guys are leftists. These guys, they love government intervention, and my point was that it was the government agent. The government agents have a vested interest in destabilizing the banking system. The banking regulators have an interest in destabilizing the banking system. And this was evidence that this is exactly what happened. And they knew that they lost this debate. So they all ran away. All at once. Boom, they all ran away when I presented my final piece of evidence. This was absolutely incredible. So I listened to it and I loved it. It was like a good podcast. Really a good podcast in of itself. Just terrific.
Yeah. So let's see what else. So do you like change of subject? Do you remember when your first appearance on PWF was? Because it wasn't a speed day. It was like a debate with your dominatrix. You and her with
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was exciting. But Alex is an asshole, so
Yeah,
there's
but I
nothing
just
I can do
wanna.
about that.
I wanna go. I wanna, cause I don't know which one it is. I wanna go and see like which one was your very first appearance ever. Like, do you remember what day, what month, what date?
I don't know. It's probably a year ago at this point. Probably around a year ago. No, less than a year ago.
Do you think you could browse through his channel and find yourself?
No, I'm too busy. I'm too busy. I don't have time for that. I couldn't care less.
I want to see the origins of Mr. Slave.
No. It's not a good idea because I don't want to dig up my old owner because she wants to be
Oh yeah.
scrubbed. She doesn't want to show up ever again. She hates it. Anyway, let me go. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. I don't know which yet. Probably tomorrow night because I gotta get back to work. I'm spending way too much time on these streams. That was never my intention. Anyway, okay, do the closing and let's get out of here.
All right. To whoever's watching and whoever watches in the future, thanks so much for tuning in to the Mr. Slave Show. Where, as always, you don't know where the topic's going to be about. If you found this kind of stream interesting, don't forget to hit the likes and the subs, because you never know when Mr. Slave would do a surprise show at a moment's notice. And we're out.
All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Do the boy.
I can't. Bye.
There you go.